Dear Mom and Dad, since I left for college, I've been remiss in writing. That means I haven't. And I've been sorry about my thoughtlessness in not having written before. I will bring you up to date now, but before you read on, please sit down. You are not to read any further unless you are sitting down. Okay. Well, I'm getting along pretty well now. The skull fracture and the concussion I got when I jumped out of the window of my dormitory when it caught on fire shortly after my arrival here is pretty well healed now. I only spent 2 weeks in the hospital and now I can see normally and only get those sick headaches once a day. Fortunately, the fire in the dormitory and my jump was witnessed by an attendant at a gas station near the dorm. And he was the one who called the fire department and the ambulance. He also visited me in the hospital since I had nowhere to live because of the burnout dormitory. He was kind enough to invite me to share his apartment with him. It's really a basement room, but it's kind of cute. He's a very fine boy, and we've fallen deeply in love and plan on getting married. We haven't set the exact date yet, but it'll be before my pregnancy begins to show. All right. Yes, Mom and Dad, I am pregnant. I know how much you look forward to being grandparents. I know you are welcome the baby and give it some love and devotion and tender care that you gave me when I was a child. The reason for the delay in our marriage is that my boyfriend has a minor infection which prevents us from passing our premarital blood test, and I carelessly caught it from him. They used to, by the way, when you used to get married, they used to have to get blood tests, and then the state had to approve you getting married. Just to let you know. All right, this is back in like the 80s. All right. So I know you will welcome him into our family with open arms. He is kind, and although not well educated, he is ambitious. Now that I've brought you up to date, I want to tell you that there was no dormitory fire. I did not have a concussion or a skull fracture. I was not in the hospital. I am not pregnant. I am not engaged. I am not infected, and there is no boyfriend. However, I am getting a D in American history and an F in chemistry, and I wanted you to see those marks in their proper perspective. Yes.
How'd you get Joe's letter?
I read Joe's letter. Right. So that is a perfect example of using influence, right? And the theories I was talking about, very much the contrast principle, right? To make a setting where all of a sudden, right, her dad, who's probably having a heart attack, right, goes, okay, a D and an F, thank God. Come home, baby, I'll get you a hell of a Christmas. Versus if she'd have walked in and made a letter like, hey, I'm getting a D and an F, right, they'd have been like, oh my God. Like, are they going to be pissed at her now? No. There's no way, because she put it in the proper perspective.